Good evening, everybody. This is Language Mantras, Advanced English session number 35. Today, we're trying to see the basic difference between that clause and which clause. Normally, we use both these clauses interchangeably, but grammarians and scholars of usage may not agree with us. So let's see the difference. We have four sets of examples. A refers to that clause and B refers to which clause in all these examples. Let's see the first one. My chair that has a broken leg is kept in the garage. My chair that has a broken leg is kept in the garage. And in the second sentence, my chair which has a broken leg is kept in the garage. Apparently, it is very difficult to see the difference between these two sentences, but the difference is there. You try to use your mind and try to see. When I say my chair that has a broken leg, this clause is essentially used in a restrictive sense. This is a very essential part of the sentence, and this is actually defining clause also. That means without this clause, the sentence becomes meaningless. Whereas in the second sentence, my chair, comma, which has a broken leg, comma, is in the garden. If you just delete that clause, which has a broken leg, the sentence remains intact and quite fine. My chair is kept in the garage. So what is the difference now? When I say my chair is kept in the garage, I mean I have only one. But when I say my chair that has a broken leg, I try to identify one particular chair. That means I am trying to single out one chair from the multitude. Maybe I have 2 chairs, maybe I have 3 chairs, maybe I have 4 chairs, maybe I have 100 chairs. I am not talking about those chairs, but I'm very much selective about a particular chair. That is my chair that has a broken leg. This way, that has a broken leg is identifying, is singling out one particular chair. And in the second sentence, that force is not there. In the first sentence, there is a connotation that there is more than one chair. I'm talking about just one of them. And in the second, simple meaning is that I have only one chair. In the first sentence, it is used in the restrictive sense. And in the second sentence, it is used in the descriptive sense. This which has a broken leg is a description of a chair, not defining. It is not defining the chair, but that has a broken leg, that part is defining the chair. It is identifying the chair and thereby singling it out. Come to the second set. Roy's car that is painted red has a bad scratch on it. Roy's car that is painted red has a bad scratch on it. And Roy's car which is painted red has a bad scratch on it. Same difference. In the first sentence, the clause, relative clause is used in the restrictive sense. And in the second sentence, it is used in non-restrictive sense. It is used in a descriptive sense. See, Roy's car that is painted red. Which car? That is painted red. I am talking about one car out of many. So, I am trying to identify one particular car. Maybe Roy has many cars. And in the second sentence, Roy's car, which is painted red, it is very clear that Roy has only one car, and that is painted red. He doesn't have a white car. He doesn't have a green car. So it is obvious this part, which is painted red, is the descriptive clause. It describes Roy's only one car. So this is what I want to mean by descriptive and restrictive. Restrictive refers to singling out, refers to identifying something, and descriptive refers to describing something. I think you have some idea now. Now come to the third set. Computers that are used for games are usually costlier. Okay? Good sentence. Computers that are used for games. Computers that are used for gaming purpose are usually costlier. Quite fine, there is no problem. I'm talking about a particular type of computer that is used for gaming purpose. So again, I'm trying to be selective. I'm trying to be restrictive. I'm trying to single out a particular type out of so many types. Computers that are used for games are usually costlier. Very nice sentence. There is no problem. But see the second sentence. Computers which are used for games are usually costlier. It's a wrong sentence. Why wrong? Here, computers is described with this clause. Which clause? Which are used for games. It means all computers are used for games. No, this is not true. Only a particular type of computers used for games. But all types of computers are not used for games. There are different purposes. Here, computers which are used for games, it means all computers are used for games. So try to be this, specific. When you use that, when you use which, you try to make some sense. Use your mind and see the difference. Come to the fourth set. A human hand that has 5 fingers looks like a fork. Is it a good sentence? Entirely wrong sentence. You cannot use that clause here. You cannot specify some universal truth with that clause. What happens here? A human hand that has 5 fingers look like a fork. Every human hand has 5 fingers. All human hands have 5 fingers. So there is nothing special about this sentence. Sentence is wrong, logically. Second sentence. A human hand which has 5 fingers. Now, which has 5 fingers? A human hand is described with this clause, which has 5 fingers. That is very nice. And looks like a fork. That is also fine. So, a human hand looks like a fork, and descriptive part you can add it or you cannot add it. A human hand which has 5 fingers looks like a fork is a very nice sentence, but first one is not. A human hand that has 5 fingers, because all human hands normally have 5 fingers. You cannot be selective there. You cannot be restrictive there. This is a general truth. So, you see how we make some difference between the use of that clause and the use of which clause. You can use who also to begin a relative clause, but who is used to refer to human being or any animate object sometimes. But here, that clause, maybe it refers to human being or something, that doesn't matter. Better avoid it. Try to use it for things, and which it always refers to something inanimate. This is the difference. Now, remember one thing, we have a text. Go to the text, read them. There are examples. So listen to this video, go to the text, and then again come to the video. It will give you more concrete concept. Hope you have understood the basic difference between these two types of clauses, that clause and which clause. And if you have understood, automatically your language will improve. And that is what we mean. So have a nice time. See you next time once again. Thank you very much.